All right, now we're going to play a game. It's just the No Chill podcast. We're going to play a game of chill or deal. So basically, I'm going to give you a team. Tell me, are you chilling or are you dealing? Is it time to make some moves and time to shake some things up?
Okay.
When you look at this Lakers squad, chill or deal?
I'm going to chill with the team, deal the coach.
Ooh.
Damn. Listen, when he won a championship and someone asked me, where do you rate him? I said, with that team, he gets a C plus at best. Like, the lineups he was putting in sometimes were just horrible. Like, I was trying to figure out, what are you expecting when some of these lineups, like, you have, like, Anthony Davis, LeBron, and then there's 3 non-scorers on the team. Then why do I need to guard this person if he's just a spot-up shooter or he doesn't shoot at all? Like, for defense, you're setting up a defense, not realizing on offense, everyone's looking at LeBron and AD. So it's actually harder for them to score because they got to go through 5 players now. So some of those lineups I was looking at, that's just bad management right there. Yeah, you won because the team that you played was just not actually good. The Heat was not a championship team. Let's just be honest. That was it should have been 4-0. The fact that they won 2 says a lot about subbing. It just says a lot about the subbing. So you're looking at this roster now and you're like, what are you doing? And when I think Trez came out and said a few weeks back that how I'm having success now is they're playing me. And then someone said, I don't think they knew how to play him when he was with the Lakers. How do you not know how to play a player? Isn't that your job as a coach to be flexible? Like, unless you're going in there with this idea that this is what we're gonna do, and you're just gonna stick with it, it makes sense that you wouldn't know how to play certain players. And that's why some coaches are just not good, because they don't actually understand what talent is, how that talent is played, how to utilize that talent. You're stuck with, this is what I want, this is what it's gonna look like, and we're gonna do it this way. No, it's 82 games. Try some shit. Try some shit. You'll be surprised what you get when you try some shit. You got a guy
trademark that. We got to trademark that.
Like, you got a guy sitting on the bench, you got none, right? You got him, like, I seen what he did in spot minutes. You put him in 12 minutes, you got 17 points. Try that shit. This might be a whole different player. Like, you gotta put the pieces out there to actually see what they can do without yanking them. You might go into a game where, all right, LeBron's gonna sit today, and Davis going to sit today. All right, young guys, hey, this is one of those games we don't supposed to win on paper. Go out there, be aggressive. Let me see what you have. I want to see what you do in your comfort zone, not my comfort zone, your comfort zone. So when you get a Thornton, THT?
Yeah.
You get a guy and you're like, damn, he's good. Man, he can score. Because you put him in his element. And then from there, you put him on the bench.
To Vogel's, defense, all these guys have been hurt. I mean, it's like, they're rolling out guys now. You got 5, 6 guys injured, obviously LeBron. This team, though, had a pretty cake schedule up top, blowing leads to the Thunder.
How do you blow a lead? Bad subbing.
It's questionable, but haven't seen Ariza all year. THC obviously had the thumb surgery. When these guys come back, how much rope do you give Vogel with the roster that's actually,
But the players that are playing are still good players compared to everybody else.
Yeah.
Compared to everybody else, they are still better than, like, you still don't even know how to play Westbrook the correct way. Like, you still ain't using him the way he needs to be used. So it's like I don't even know what was training camp for then. What were you doing in training camp? Like, I remember our training camp, we spent, like, those first days offense. Like, where everybody's trying to get in shape and all that, we did that shit in September. We got in shape in September, so when we went to training camp, we can focus on offense. How do we play with each other? What do each other like so we can mesh on that court? Okay, we need to tweak these plays. These are the plays I wanted. I can't use them. We're gonna do these plays. So we're learning right there, new plays. So that playbook we had, half that shit was changed from the day one of training camp. Because this guy got better. I didn't think he was gonna get better. He actually got better. He developed a three-point shot. Ooh, now I don't have to slash him. I can float him. That's what a coach is supposed to do. You can't just keep going in with the same mindset. Like it's.
So, hypothetically, you're the coach of the Lakers now. How are you using Westbrook in that offense?
First of all, what is the offense? I mean, all I see is like when LeBron and AD's in, they do a pick and roll, and then you got one guy in the corner here, someone over there, someone in the deep corner. That's we call the plants in the club. He's atmosphere. That was he's just there just to look pretty. That's what half that team looks like when those guys are like. If you're gonna have LeBron, if you're trying to run offense with LeBron and Anthony Davis, you don't need shooters. You need score work. You need guys who gets buckets. Because a shooter can only be effective if he actually gets the ball. So if you think that, okay, we're going to pass it in, and then they're going to come and double, and then the ball's going to swing, and then, a person like Cal Korver's going to get three. That's not how that shit actually works in real life. No, you need, if you want to get Anthony Davis and LeBron free, you need more offense on the board. So I don't want none to hit 30 on me in 10 minutes. So I'm not going to help, because when I help and you hit him and he backdoors and he scores, now I'm not helping anymore. But if that's, Caruso, sitting out here knowing Caruso's not going to shoot the ball, I'm just going to sit, pass it. He's going to pass it back. Come on back. We're going to sit there and do this whole game. You have to put people in that matches what you're trying to do. You're trying to get them involved, put more scores. Because more scores means no doubles. Like you don't want to put liabilities on the court that's going to help and double and clog up the lane. Like with Westbrook, you put shooters. Like he's a guy that just needs flat out shooters because he can go downhill so fast. He's going downhill so fast, which is hard to double, but they have to collapse that lane, which now makes it easier for him to kick it out. I mean, come on, this man has success with OKC, right? And he averaged a triple-double with OKC. That means he passed the ball at least 10, 12 times. That means someone got those buckets, right? But nobody valuing up. That's what he did with that team.
So looking at this Lakers squad, can they get top three in the West? Are they still the favorite to come out of the West to go to the finals?
They're still the favorite because they're the deepest team. You still got LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Westbrook on that same team. So, them coming into the playoffs, it's really going to be hard to really try to dominate them for 4 games in the playoffs with that much height, that much athleticism. But, you can't play on playoffs. Like you can't we just need to get to the playoffs. You got to play dominant basketball now. You know what I mean? You got to dominate now. You got to see what everybody can do now. You can't we're going to trickle along and when we get to the playoffs, shit going to change. No, whatever your style was then, this is going to be in the playoffs.